Welcome everyone to the Premier Wrestling Experience Event Center. I'm Brett Wolverton. History will be made on Sunday, February 18, 2018 at the National Guard Armory in Gastonia, North Carolina, when 30 superstars from PWX's past, present, and future enter the first ever Battlefield X match, a match where the last superstar standing will go on to Rise of a Champion 13 against the X16 champion, the New Age Enforcer James Drake, and the PWX World Heavyweight Champion Anthony Henry for the PWX World Heavyweight title. Before we get to the Battlefield X match, let's take a look at the other exciting matches at Battlefield X, including 2 PWX Championship matches. With just one kick, do or die, Chip Day cashed in his Opportunity Knocks contract at X16 against the innovative television champion, the revolutionary Darius Lockhart, and in just 10 seconds became the new PWX Innovative Television Champion. Now at Battlefield X, Chip Day will have his first title defense against the United Kingdom's Martin Stone. Stone has become a crowd favorite in his past appearances with PWX and through appearances with NXT. Now he hopes to use what he's learned from those experiences to make Day's reign as Innovative Television Champion one of the shortest on record. Newly crowned PWX Tag Team Champions, the Ugly Ducklings, will have their first defense at Battlefield X when the team of Lance Lude and Rob Killjoy defend against the team of White Mike and the Man Scout Jake Manning. The Man Scout has been trying for months to make sure that White Mike is taken more seriously in PWX. And now that White Mike has also added his name to the list of 30 in the Battlefield X match, the Man Scout will need to make sure that White Mike's focus is first on the PWX Tag Team Championship, if these two hope to get past the two-time Tag Team Champions, the Ugly Ducklings. At X16, Rob Killjoy and Lance Lude put their bodies through hell to win the titles, and I think it's safe to say they'll do the same to make sure the championships remain around their waist. The opening round of the X16 tournament was set to feature a high-flying contest between the independent variable Tracer X and international star Serpentico. Due to unforeseen circumstances, Serpentico was unable to appear at X16, with built to self-destruct Billy Brash taking his place in the tournament against Tracer X. Serpentico has worked with PWX management and has confirmed that he will be at Battlefield X on February 18th to take on the man he was originally supposed to square off with at X16 in Tracer X. When the contract was signed for this match, Tracer X went to social media to question if this match would get him into the quarterfinals of the X16. Now, while that might not be the case, a victory over Serpentico could give Tracer X plenty of momentum as he goes into Battlefield X later in the evening. Regardless of the outcome, we could see a rematch between these two later on in Battlefield X, as Tracer X and Serpentico are both entered in the Battlefield X match. As mentioned earlier, X16 saw the crowning of a new, innovative television champion when Do or Die Chip Day ended the reign of the revolutionary Darius Lockhart with just one kick. Lockhart feels he has something to prove in rebounding from the loss today and hopes to bounce back at Battlefield X against the arrogant and cocky Maxwell Jacob Friedman. Many feel that Darius Lockhart was robbed of the Innovative Television title in a match he wasn't expecting following a time limit draw to Myron Reed in the X16. Now he will have to keep his attention squarely on MJF. MJF has exploded as one of the top superstars along the East Coast, and a victory for either superstar in this one will have PWX matchmakers taking notice for future opportunities. The final slot in Battlefield X will be determined on February 18th when 4 superstars in the PWX Pure Division will have the chance of a lifetime to qualify for Battlefield X. Mr. Sleaze, classless Mason Miles, and the best pure athlete from the Pure Division, Ian Maxwell, know they have an opportunity to qualify for Battlefield X. But there is a 4th participant that you, the fans, will get to decide in an open vote for the final participant in a 4 corners match to enter Battlefield X. You can vote for who you would like to see in this fatal 4-way by visiting the PWX Facebook page and clicking on the link to vote. Among the superstars you can vote for are James Ryan, Devin Cruz, Big Country, Zuka King, and Sean Legacy. Now, if one of your favorites wasn't mentioned and they are not scheduled to be in action anywhere else on February 18th, there is also a space where you can nominate your own favorite to be included in the 4-way qualifying match. The winner of the fan vote will be announced on February 18th at Battlefield X. You, the fans, have the opportunity to shape the show and potentially the main event of Rise of a Champion. Now, can you imagine if a superstar from the Pure roster won Battlefield X and became the PWX World Heavyweight Champion in March at Rise of a Champion 13? How about if that superstar was selected by you? This is your opportunity to make history and possibly shake PWX to its very foundation. It was originally announced at X16 in January that the winner of the X16, the New Age Enforcer James Drake, would challenge PWX World Heavyweight Champion Anthony Henry at Battlefield X. Earlier this week, Brian Kanabrowski and Patrick Price announced that in order to make the biggest show in PWX, Rise of a Champion 13, even bigger, for the first time ever, the PWX World Heavyweight title would be on the line in a triple threat match at Rise of a Champion when Anthony Henry defends against the winner of X16, the New Age Enforcer James Drake, and the winner of Battlefield X. Fans, that brings us to the main event of Battlefield X, the first ever Battlefield X matchup. As you may have seen on social media, every PWX superstar wants to be a part of the first ever Battlefield X, including superstars from PWX's past, top current stars, and even stars that you haven't had a chance to see yet. All are trying for that opportunity to be a part of the main event of Rise of a Champion 13 on Sunday, March 25th at Cabarrus Arena in Concord, North Carolina. On the afternoon of February 18th, superstars will draw a number 1 through 30. The first 2 superstars will enter the match and begin Battlefield X. When the countdown clock reaches 0, another superstar will enter the battlefield according to the number they have drawn. This will continue until all 30 combatants have entered. Elimination can occur at any time during the match when a superstar is thrown over the top rope with both feet touching the floor. The final superstar remaining after all 29 others have been eliminated will be the winner of Battlefield X and will earn the opportunity to face X16 winner, the New Age Enforcer James Drake, and PWX World Heavyweight Champion Anthony Henry for the PWX World Heavyweight title at Rise of a Champion 13 on March 25th. Let's take a look at the superstars announced so far for Battlefield X. The first superstar to announce his participation was PWX Innovative Television Champion Do or Die Chip Day. Ironically enough, the first superstar to qualify for the recent X16. Following Day's announcement, former Innovative Television Champion, the Revolutionary Darius Lockhart, proclaimed himself the second participant in Battlefield X. Other participants include the real Joshua Cutshaw. Making his return to PWX will be the first ever PWX World Heavyweight Champion, Rhett Titus.
It's been a long time since Rhett Titus has been at PWX. But for those of you that don't know, right now you're looking at the original PWX Heavyweight Champion. I used to wear these colors proudly.
For almost a year I wore that belt with pride. I represented the company with pride. Hell, I was PWX.
And now I have the opportunity of a lifetime. I get to find my way back in the mix. I get to find my way back into the battlefield. And 29 other guys, one by damn one, are gonna get thrown over the damn top rope because y'all don't want it with the big dog. And the big dog is coming to Gastonia with a damn purpose. And that is the first step in getting my PWX heavyweight title back. This is an experience you do not want to miss.
Also returning at Battlefield X will be the weapon of Sass Destruction Effie, top-tier athlete Drew Adler, the Black Cloud Joe Black. Now fans, following a disappointing weekend at X16, tensions were high among the members of the Syndicate. The Ugly Ducklings had won the tag team titles against Boss and Retton, and Elijah Evans IV's dream of a world title match were crushed in the finals of X16 by the New Age Enforcer James Drake, a longtime rival of Evans. We caught up with the Syndicate following X16.
Night one, y'all can't even retain your damn championships. We had the Ducks, and y'all lost the match. They didn't beat y'all, y'all lost. And then night two, whoa, Elijah, you got to the finals, dog. I'm proud of you. Unimpressive. How you gonna lose to James Drake? Of all people, you have beaten him time and time and time again, and when it matters, you don't show up. I'm not impressed by that, man.
Shut up! You're not impressed? This is mine! The Syndicate belongs to me, Tommy! Sit your ass down! Who's not impressed? I've been the only one carrying all y'all's asses for a year! You want to see impressed? How about Battlefield X? I'm going to enter, and I'm going to win. Huh? How about that? You want impressive, Tommy? You want impressive? I'm gonna win Battlefield X. How about that? What's so funny, Timmy?
Who said you're winning?
Oh yeah? Is that right? All right, you gonna be in it? You gonna be in it?
As a matter of fact, I am.
So you gonna be in it, huh? Okay. Well, to the both of you, how about the big man on campus, the real big man in the syndicate, enter his name in the hat for Battlefield X?
Excuse me? You're the big man in the syndicate? You know what? I'm tired of this. You want impressive? I'm entering into Battlefield X.
About damn time.
Now fans, one must wonder if, in Battlefield X, the Syndicate will work as a unit, or will this match truly be every man for themselves? Can Elijah Evans IV redeem himself as the leader of the Syndicate and go on to the Rise of a Champion main event? Will Timmy Lou Retton and Boss be medically cleared to compete in Battlefield X following their injuries in the DLC match? Injuries that have PWX management leery of signing more matches of that intensity and danger. Battlefield X will be the official debut of Montana Black. It's been seen what he can do as an enforcer at ringside, but what will happen when the biggest member of the Syndicate steps into Battlefield in Gastonia? Other participants to include the independent variable Tracer X, White Mike, who could be one half of the PWX Tag Team Champions by the time Battlefield X happens, built to self-destruct Billy Brash, and this man, the leader of Corey Hollis's Country Jacked. Let's hear now from Corey Hollis.
Battlefield X, huh? Battlefield X, boys. It's okay, it's okay. X16 didn't go our way, that's okay. But what did go our way is John Schuyler took his ball and took his girlfriend and went home. He's done. We don't have to worry about John Schuyler anymore. The only thing that we gotta do and what we gotta make sure of this, one thing, my country jacked. Brady Pierce, Gunnar Miller. They're gonna be my insurance policy to make sure I win Battlefield X, and then I become your world champion.
Not only will Corey Hollis be a part of Battlefield X, but so will his hired henchmen Gunnar Miller and Brady Pierce, the men Hollis has referred to as his insurance policy. Are Pierce and Miller entered into Battlefield X to assure a Corey Hollis victory, or are they there to protect Corey Hollis from the Southern savior John Schuyler? Following Hollis's heinous attack at X16, where Corey Hollis struck the girlfriend of John Schuyler. Other names announced for Battlefield X: former PWX World Heavyweight Champion, the Man Scout Jake Manning, who like White Mike could be the PWX Tag Team Champion going into the main event. Alexander James, the United Kingdom's Martin Stone, who looks to enter Battlefield X as the new innovative television champion. Maxwell Jacob Friedman, and announcing their entry into the Battlefield X is this two-time former PWX World Heavyweight Champion.
It's a real shame that sometimes it takes a traumatizing event in your life, in your personal life, not your career, your life, to open your eyes and see, like an awakening, that maybe my time's not done in PWX. Maybe there's something else for me to do, and maybe it starts February the 18th when I trample 29 other souls, when I specifically tear apart limb from limb 3 people: Brady Pierce, Gunnar Miller, Corey Hollis. They always say it's not about how many times you get knocked down that matters. It's about how many times you get back up. And on February the 18th, the Southern Savior rises again in Battlefield X.
Will the Southern savior John Schuyler be able to stay focused on the task at hand of winning Battlefield X, or, as we heard just moments ago, is Schuyler out for the blood of Corey Hollis, Gunnar Miller, and Brady Pierce? As many know, the luck of the draw determines all in Battlefield X. The superstars that select numbers 1 and 2 will have to go bell to bell against 28 of the top superstars in order to go into the main event of Rise of a Champion 13. 3 former World Heavyweight Champions are entered into Battlefield X in the form of first ever champion Rhett Titus, the Man Scout Jake Manning, and the Southern Savior John Schuyler. Some of the biggest PWX superstars on the roster are also included in the likes of Montana Black, Brady Pierce, and Gunnar Miller. With issues between former Innovative Television champion Darius Lockhart and new champion Do or Die Chip Day, as well as the hatred between the Southern Savior John Schuyler and Corey Hollis, Gastonia, North Carolina really will be a battlefield on February 18th. The full list of 30 superstars has not been revealed for Battlefield X. Who do you think will be a part of the first ever 30-man Battlefield X match? We'd love your feedback and comments on who you think will not only be a part of the match, but who might win as well. Battlefield X takes place February 18th at the National Guard Armory, located at 2100 Robin Wood Road in Gastonia, North Carolina. The doors open at 2 p.m. The action gets underway at 3. Advance tickets are available on the PWX website, pwxpro.com. First row ringside tickets are sold out, but there are plenty of other great seats available for Battlefield X, presented by Premier Wrestling Experience. Who will be the last one standing when the dust on the battlefield clears and go on to the main event of Rise of a Champion 13 against PWX World Heavyweight Champion Anthony Henry and the X16 winner, the New Age Enforcer James Drake? We'll find out at Battlefield X. In the Event Center, I'm Brett Wolverton.